Governor Maggie Hassan said today that drug overdoses have become the second most common cause of death in our state.
Adding to the crisis are a growing number of victims, young, innocent, and without a voice, really. As WMUR's Amy Covino reports, opioid orphans are losing what they need most in the world, their parents.
She just kept saying, my daddy, what's wrong with my daddy?
When Tanya's granddaughter found her daddy, it was too late.
Because his lips were purple and he had cauliflower markings all over his body because he had an allergic reaction.
Derek Lewis loved his daughter. The hundreds of pictures are proof. He wanted to show her the world: guitar, surfing, skateboarding. A needle was close by when his little girl came in to call him for dinner last March 13th.
Her mom told her that daddy was sick and he went to heaven. In the beginning, she was seemed like it didn't faze her. She keeps saying, I'm not going to have my adventures with daddy anymore. And
my grandson was asked by his counselor, if you had 2 minutes to talk to your dad, what would you say? And his answer was, I don't know what I would say, but whatever it was, I would cherish it.
Leola LaRoche buried her son 2 years ago. Now she hardly sees her grandchildren. Austin and Laura moved to Ohio. Lee says their mother explained the overdose by saying, Daddy went to sleep and never woke up.
Of course, our whole family is suffering, but those two kids, it started their life off totally wrong. You know, it's very, very sad.
Austin is 11 now. Losing his dad has taken a toll.
I wish I could still fish with my dad, play guitar with my dad, because my son had his own little band with his daughter and his son. I can't talk about him to this day without crying.
It's an epidemic.
Lieutenant Ledoux, who supervises the juvenile unit at the Manchester Police Department, says often the first call they get in an overdose situation is from a child.
Kids as young as 8 and 9 are calling us to report that their parent or guardian, whoever is their caregiver, is, unconscious and unresponsive, and we come out and we find that the person is, suffering from an overdose.
Manchester Police now have a child and witness victim advocate. It's a new position. The sole mission: kids who witness overdoses or domestic violence, any kind of trauma. The AmeriCorps advocate is not a first responder, but rather the follow-through crew, making sure the children get services, attention, and counseling.
Having an addiction doesn't mean you don't care for your children, and having an addiction doesn't mean you're a terrible person, but it can throw your priorities off, and maybe your kids aren't being put first.
This little girl who's 4 years old was walking with her grandmother in the park and saw a hypodermic needle and said, that's Daddy's, that's for his medicine.
CASA New Hampshire sees some of the worst cases involving drugs and children around the state, the cases that end up in court.
The little 4-year-old was found with the father's body by family members.
News 9 got rare access to a monthly staff meeting. Confidentiality is paramount for this child-centered nonprofit. Staffers here are critical at times of the Division for Children, Youth and Families, particularly the safety plans crafted by state social workers assigned to families where one or both parents use heroin, for example.
If you are going to use, please ensure that you have a sober caregiver. People that are using drugs are not going to stop what they're doing to find a sober caregiver.
Heroin and opioids have a lethality to them. And how do you work with families around keeping their children safe when we don't necessarily have the evidence?
The state agency charged with keeping children safe says in cases of drug use, proving harm to a child is difficult at times, and that New Hampshire state law mandates DCYF prove harm to get a removal order for a child. The director says looking for criminal activity is not their mission.
We're going in to try and figure out what's happening with that family and what are the supports and services that are available to them in the community. Can we make a bridge to the recovery community for them? It's all about safety and keeping them out of danger.
The director of DCYF says 1 in 9 cases involve heroin as the primary risk factor to the child because of parental or caregiver use of opioids. Right now, one child protection worker can be tasked with overseeing 19 to 20 families per month. The director says that's double the typical caseload. Amy Covino, WMUR News 9.